Hello, beautiful people. Hello there. April Mack here going live. And this is actually the second time I'm going live because I wasn't sure if my sound was working in the last attempt. So hello to anyone watching. Hello, if you were watching before, I'm sorry. I'm starting from scratch again. And if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay so I know you were here. And if you're watching, just say hi so I know who you are and I can we can interact as we go, because I always love to have questions and answer them for you. This live tonight was inspired by a conversation I had with some peeps who are in the Mad Mastermind with me in Carly's Mad Mastermind group, and they, like me, have an online business, and about what happens when things that you're selling don't go to plan. And I really wanted to share my own personal experience with you guys in the hope that that will help you. So being totally transparent, the transparent person that I am, I want to let you in behind the scenes of what went on for me in the past month. So any of you who've been watching me for a while know that I've had some real great success over the last 6 months. And all the programs I've been launching have been selling and have been doing really great. And so I was on this beautiful roll. And the last program that I launched in the last few weeks was called Receive. And I was so behind it. I was so proud of it. I know it's going to be bloody awesome. But I didn't sell a single spot into it, not one spot. And that's unheard of for me with the kind of programs I've been launching and selling. That's never happened. And so I want to let you know that when that happens, if that ever happens for you, you don't need to pack up shop. You don't need to go home and pack up all your toys and say, right, I'm packing up. I'm not in this anymore. Not at all. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm using it as a chance to learn what worked, what didn't work, why didn't it work, reflect on my own part in that, and also what is it that my people needed that I didn't explain to them well enough, because I actually really feel that Receive is what the people who are ready to work with me, it is what they need, but they obviously don't think that. And if you're watching, you might be one of the people who I think you need Receive, but either it didn't land for you or you couldn't afford it at the time. But I need to be able to explain why it's so important that you have Receive and that you jump into that. And if you don't buy it though, it's on me. It's totally on me. But it doesn't mean I give up, and doesn't mean I stop in any way or feel bad about it. Like, you know, I could pretend like I delivered it, right? That could be one tactic, which doesn't sit right with me because I'm a very transparent and honest person. But what I did was I jumped on a coaching call with my coach Carly, and I said, I can't understand it. I've packaged this beautiful program together and it's not selling. And so together with my coach, we nutted it out, and we nutted out what the next steps could be. And, you know, she didn't say you have to do this or you have to do that. But what I really wanted to do is come on here and be really transparent about it and say to you, I think you all need Receive, and I will be delivering something like it, but it isn't called Receive anymore, and it's going to have some different content in it, but there will be some overlaps. And B, to let you know that whenever you're selling something and launching something, if it doesn't go to plan, it doesn't mean you pack up shop, and it doesn't mean you give up. You just have to come at it a different way. And if you have a coach, then work with that person to go, okay, what can we learn and how will we tweak things to get it off the ground, or shall we offer something different in the meantime? How shall we tackle this together? And so, it's been such a beautiful process. And when I shared that today with the other peeps that we went down to the beach together and just had a really nice afternoon sitting on the beach. It was a bit of a rest for me because I've been helping my mum with a whole heap of stuff and just having a little break. And it was just a real relief for those women to hear, oh, you know, you're not always a success being, you know, selling out your programs. But that doesn't mean it's the end at all. It just means either repackage it up, offer something different, and ask yourself, were you really behind it? Like for me, I think I was totally behind Receive. I think I was really, anyone watching and they don't know what I'm talking about, when I'm talking about Receive, that was my latest program that I was offering. And I was really behind it energetically. I felt like it was the right thing for the people that I'm here to serve. but they didn't buy it and they didn't think so. So I'm now going, okay, well, I know it's what they need, but they don't want it. So I'm going to give them something different. So I'm actually launching a different program, and it's called Implement. Implement like a boss. And it's going to give everyone the steps, the same steps that I've taken to go from 0 clients in April to having a very highly profitable business now, and launching awesome programs that are, you know, making it very profitable for me. And I work part-time hours around my children, and I know I can help other people do the same. So I will be teaching the exact steps that I've taken to do that and how to implement, because I see what I see is happening, and people are coming to me and asking me, how did you do it? What I see is people have the knowledge already, and they've already done heaps of courses. I bet some of you have done endless webinars, lots of learning, lots of courses. Now it's the time to implement what you've learned. So that's where I come in. I'm really, really good at implementing. It's kind of a superpower of mine. And that's why my rate of success, so to speak, and my growth in my business this year has been through the roof, because I'm really, really good at learning really quickly and then implementing as I go. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys. So anyone who needs help, you've done all the learning, but you really, really want help just with that final step of actually implementing what the fucking shit that you've learned, then this is for you. But I haven't got all the details yet, so I won't be telling you too much more about it. But the main point I wanted to come on here and share is that if you're selling something and it doesn't work and it gets to the date and you don't have a single person in it, you don't then say to yourself, I'm a failure, I can't do this, the course sucked. The course didn't suck because nobody even got to try it out. So you don't know at all that the course sucked. It was probably an awesome course, but you might not have explained it well enough for the people. You might not have gotten your own energy enough behind it. So, and did you talk about it enough? And, did you position it in a way where the people realized it's what they needed and wanted? So that for me has been the biggest learning. I feel like I did talk about it enough. I did have my energy behind it. I knew it was an awesome program. But what I think where I went probably slightly off was the way I positioned it. I was telling you guys, you receive more money, receive more time, receive more soulmate clients, which I fucking think is the bomb. But clearly you guys didn't. You were like, oh, no, that sounds too easy. We don't want to receive all that. We just want to do the hard work. So I'm selling you implement like a boss, because you guys really want to do it hard. But actually what I will teach you is how to do it easy and do the steps. I'll teach you both things in Implement. So don't worry, you'll get it all. So I don't know the dates yet. I don't know anything much. It's all just dropping in. But it's been quite an experience, but not a bad one. So please, if this happens for you, don't let it put you off. This is what I'm here to tell you. And you can just change the launch. You can change it. You can change the name. You can change your approach. You can drop it all together and do something different. It's not like you're going to have egg on your face. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean you're a failure. I feel like I'm sunburnt. Do you reckon I've got sunburnt today? I went down to the beach and sat there half the time without a hat. I think I am burnt. Do you reckon that's burnt? Either that or I'm really hot. Let me just check your comments, guys, and let's just see what you have to say here. I'm getting some nice little loving. Be kind to yourself, says Aristia. Absolutely. I'm being kind to I'm not upset at all. But anyone else, if you do get upset when you're not able to launch as you had planned, don't be upset with yourself. You've done nothing wrong. You're going to learn from it. And, that's the other thing I really want to let you know is that the branding that you get out of every launch, that never goes to waste. So all the masterclasses I did on here and all the posts, all of those were building my brand and helping you guys to know who it is that I am, what I stand for, what I offer, what I teach, how I do it. None of that is wasted. So if you did a launch and you didn't sell a single seat, you probably got a whole heap of branding out of it, and you probably learned a shitload as well. So, hello, gorgeous. I'm ready to pack it up, says Jill. I'm so sorry to hear that, Jill. Don't do it. Don't pack it up. You've got to hold on to the belief. Love you, April. Jane Max says, Mavis, thanks. Love you too, Mavis. Cassia, I'm finally catching you live. Yes, you are. You're here live if you're still watching. Jill, awesome. Brooke, I'm reminding myself that although my offers have not sold as yet, my growth, both personally and professionally, has been substantial. Absolutely. Getting on here, doing the lives, doing the posts, it's all part of the process of you figuring out what you're here to do, how you're here to do it. Nothing, not a single spot of it is wasted, even if you sell nothing. It takes time to build a brand, and to really get clear on what you're here to do. So every time you launch something and you put a post out, you're getting clearer, and the people watching are getting clearer about what it is you do and how you're going to help them. And so none of that gets wasted, no matter what, takes, and you're doing it for free. I mean, you're taking your time and effort, but it's free ultimately. Yes, great tips. Rena, hello. LOL. First Facebook Live where host worries about being sunburnt. Yeah, I know. I do weird shit on here. Positivity is the key. That's right, Mavis. Absolutely. I love your comments. Rebranding never goes to waste. That's super important. Thanks for sharing. Excellent. So I know that someone here needed to hear this. I know there'll be people who watch on replay who need to hear this. Do not pack up shop. If your launch doesn't go to plan, don't panic. And the more panicked you get towards the end of as the date nears and you haven't sold a seat, the more panicked you get. You know what? You're sending out signals to the universe to say, oh, I don't really want this. Because the universe doesn't really understand the full detail of the signal. It just goes, oh, you're not happy. I'm going to just lay off right now. So you've got to try and stay in a calm state. And I've got to say, for this launch that I just did on Receive, I feel like I was spot on energetically. I think where it came undone was in the messaging, that you guys weren't quite ready for Receive. I laugh because I know that you need it, but I know that, some of you just aren't quite ready for it. So I'm launching something new. I'll give you lots more detail about it over the next week. I'm here in Adelaide helping my mum pack up my auntie's house. My auntie passed away, so that's a pretty sad thing. So it's actually bought me a bit more time. And that's the final little message I want to give you, is that sometimes the timing isn't right, and that the universe is actually giving you a gift of saying, do you know what, you've got too much on your plate right now. You don't need to be delivering anything new. So we're not going to fill that course up for you right now because you just need a break. And that's the other reason I think that Receive didn't kick off, because I actually really need to be here doing what I'm doing. So hopefully that's helped some of you. I will be coming on live again soon to talk more about the next thing that's coming your way, because I know it's going to help so many beautiful people. I'm getting so much awesome feedback from the people in my programs, and I'm absolutely delighted. So there is more coming. Watch this space. And I hope the rest of you, wherever you are watching, have a great evening or a great morning, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you online soon. Bye for now. Katya, it landed for you. Excellent, love. I'm so glad. All right, bye for now.